Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing a 5G wireless router. We're going to say router for the purpose of this video. We're unboxing a router. We're going to say router. We're unboxing a 5G wireless router that my broadband provider sent me. Now there's a whole story with this. I'm going to go into it in another video. But today we're just going to be unboxing it and we're going to be getting it set up. So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to drop us a like below. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we go. We've got the box here. It's the Huawei 5G CPE Pro 2. This is the model that my broadband company sent to me. If you sign up for 5G broadband, you'll probably get a very similar model. I've had a look around on a few videos online, and they pretty much all look like this. So we're going to open up the box now. We can see we've got a envelope here, which is from the company which sent me the router. They will send you a SIM card. But first let's have a look at the main unit. As you can see, it's quite a nicely designed unit. They pretty much all seem to look like this. This is the most common design of them. We'll come back to that later. Now here we've got the box. Now I imagine in this box we're going to have the power cable and we're going to probably have a network cable. Yep, that's exactly what we've got. As you can see, it's a really cool plug. One thing I like Huawei for is that they have the plugs that kind of extend up. If you're in the UK, you'll know that our plugs are absolutely massive, and these are good because they fold up and fold down, so they can be quite compact. Not sure why you'd want that with a router, but there we go. We've also got a Cat5 or Ethernet cable. Argue in the comments below about what that's called. We've got our user start manual, which no one ever reads. And here we are. So this is the envelope I mentioned earlier. This has our SIM card in from our network provider. Now, whoever sets your network up, they'll send you their own. This one's from 3, and it's a business network. Now, this router has been sent to me by my university landlord, and the reason that they've sent it me is that some absolute degenerate who's also staying in this house decided it was a good idea to set their own internet up for the house and just completely break the main fibre optic internet connection to the house. That line is just dead. So as a result, we've got this one as our only source of internet now because the main connection to the house is completely disconnected. That's a whole other story. I might go into it in another video. If you want to hear that, comment below. But anyway, jumping back to our 5G router. We've got our SIM card provided by 3. It's a business SIM, like I say, because it's from the university landlord. They probably just set them all up as on a one big account. You'll obviously get your own SIM card, dependent who you sign up with. These devices might even be able to be used unlocked. I don't know. Look it up before you do it. But you can probably get them cheap on eBay, I would reckon. You can also get ones as well where you can add an extra aerial. Can you do this with this one? I don't even know. But yeah, I know you can do it with some models because I've seen people do it online. So as you can see here, the only 3 things that we need to set it up are our SIM card, the main device itself, and the power plug. Those are the 3 things you're going to need. If you want to connect it to your main computer, you can also use the Ethernet cable as well. We're not going to do that today because this is just going to be in the hallway of our student house for a couple of weeks until they get the main internet reconnected. Alrighty, so we're in the hallway now. As you can see here, we've got a beautiful plug socket on the wall. This is where we're going to be plugging it in. We've got a beautiful bit of carpet down here at the bottom. This is where we're going to be keeping it. Like I say, it's only going to be here with us for a few weeks, and the hallway is the place in the house that's going to get the best signal, so this is where it's going. We've got our SIM card, we've got our router, we've got our plug, and we're getting ready to connect it up now. So first things first, we're going to unfold the plug. We're going to make sure the cool little earth pin is up. We're going to switch the socket on and we're going to plug it in. I'm very awkward behind the camera here, as you can see. We're going to lift the router up and we're going to get the SIM card. Now I've actually slowed this footage down a tiny bit. I'm not just like high or anything like that. That's why I'm going so slow, just so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so let's just pop the SIM card out. There we go, first try, successful, and we want the smallest possible size of SIM card that we can get out of it, because it comes in 3 different sizes in there for 3 different applications, but we want the smallest one. Now, if we look at the bottom of the router, you've got all the private numbers there. You probably don't want to share these on your own router. Like I say, I've only got this one for a few weeks, so I'm happy to share them. And we're going to put it in, follow the little diagram on the bottom, make sure we put the SIM card in the right way. If you ram it in the wrong way, I think you might damage it, or maybe you won't, I don't know. But I'm going to do it the right way. We're going to pop it in, and then we're going to, very carefully with my tiny little chewed fingernail, we're going to put it in, and we're going to apply the cover. There we go, and that is done. That's your setup. And there we go. So that is the SIM card installation component of the installation. That's the hardest bit. There's nothing else that's anywhere near as hard as that we've got to do. Alright, so just before we plug it in, we can see on the bottom we've got our Wi-Fi name and our Wi-Fi password. We're going to come back to that later. Here's the front of the unit there. And we're just going to plug it in. We're just going to get the cable. We'll just pop it in the back. There we go. Very good. That is it. Now, because we've already switched it on, we are actually in the process of turning on. Now, there's hardly any visible light on this. It's really annoying. So you can just about see a very, very faint, like I can barely see it with my own eyes, light on there. And I'm just going to turn the light off the camera, turn the main light off as well. There we go. We can see it very clearly there. It's a very, very faint blue light. I don't know why on earth it's so faint. You'd think they put a nice bright one so you can see it works, because when I first plugged this in I thought it was dead because just nothing happened, but then I saw and there was a very, very, very faint light. And there we go. So we're just waiting now for the lights to come on the main device. It does take a few seconds. This is just for it to connect to the network. There's nothing else you need to do. So here we go. This is what they look like when they're all on. You can see 3 lights there. So the router is now completely working. The autofocus on the camera isn't working, but the router is working. In a second, we're going to get it. There we go. So we can see very clearly we've got the 3 lights on there. We've got the one for 4G, the one for 5G, and the one for Wi-Fi. That shows that everything's connected. If you like the look of this router and you want one for yourself, what you can do is you can go and buy one. If you've not been sent one for free by your mobile internet provider, you can go and buy one yourself on Amazon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some links in the description of this video where you can go to Amazon and you can buy one of these for yourself. So the only thing you need to do now is to connect all your devices up to the Wi-Fi. Now I'm going to assume you all know how to do this, and I'm not going to film anything because my stupid neighbour has their actual address in their Wi-Fi name. So if I film it, you'll know where I live and you can come and knock on my door. Well, I mean, you won't live here anymore. It's only a student house I'm in for a couple of weeks. But you guys get why. I don't want you applying for massive credit cards or huge loans or getting some special substances off the dark web sent to my address if you knew where I live. But anyway, thank you very much for watching today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to go down to the like button, hit that like button. If you got any thoughts, if you've set one of these up, if you know anything about this, if you want to leave some abuse, just leave it in the comments box down below. If you enjoyed this video as well, please do hit the subscribe button. It's a fairly new channel, so please show us a bit of support, hit subscribe, maybe even the bell icon, or maybe not, I don't know. Do you want to be notified? If you do, hit that bell icon. Thanks so much for watching once again, really appreciated, and goodbye. Now how do I stop the recording? I don't know. Oh, here it is.